So welcome everybody. Are y'all ready for some awesomeness? I guess you are. There's been a lot of comments and a lot of enthusiasm. A lot of people saying yes, yes, yes. You guys are all in. Hey Maria, hey Rhonda, hey Paul, Lorna. Good to see you once again, Lorna. Saw you in Scotland a couple weeks ago. Awesome. Okay, so just so you can find your way around, you're going to see a Q&A place. For the Q&A, you can either ask me private questions, so you just click on the questions and then select that you're going to send it to me or panelists, it might say. And you can also do it publicly. It may say anonymously, depending on what browser that you're on. But in any case, holy cow, are we going to have some fun. Okay, I have done a couple hundred webinars in the last 6.5 years. And one of the things I've discovered is that the majority of late arrivers show up between 5 and 7 minutes late, and we're at the 5-minute mark. So we're going to spend 2 more minutes letting those late arrivers get in here. We want to start with everybody in. So you guys take a deep breath, take a swig out of whatever drink you got. Hola, Maria. Good to see you. Hey, Sharon. Good to see you. Mega. I've seen you around, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Megha. Mega? Yeah, I got a big mug today, for those of you that are noticing. Oh, yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, the chat's working well, and I'm not going to look at it all the time. Hey, Eureka, good to see you on. Aloha. Okay, first things first. I want to do a little tiny bit of housekeeping, all right? When I set this meeting up, I had 2 questions. One was, do you want to be considered for a spell break? And the other one said, do you agree to the fact that this thing's going to be video recorded? Okay. If you did not give approval for the video recording, I'm not going to bring you on video for a spell break. So this is super, super critical, super important. Being that this is now recorded, I have the huge majority of everybody that registered said, yes, of course, I'm okay with video recording. And almost everybody said they wanted to be considered for a spell break. So the bottom line at this moment, if you step up to be brought in for a spell break, you're going to come in on video and audio with me, and we're going to do this together. If you do that, you are saying that you are 100% okay with this being recorded and other people seeing it. You got that? Everybody got that? So here's what I want to do. Look at the thing that lets you raise your hand, everybody. And if you heard what I just said, and if you understand and agree, if I bring you in for a spell break, if you say, Brian, I want to come in for a spell break. If I bring you in for a spell break, you are hereby certifying by coming on for a spell break that you're okay with that being recorded. If you understand and agree, please hit the raise your hand button. That's almost everybody. Alan has not raised his hand. Darlin has not. And you guys might be on platforms that don't allow you to. Okay, now by raising your hand, you guys, that doesn't mean you're saying that you're definitely going to get a spell break. It's saying that if you do want a spell break, you understand. So this is critical. I'm not going to bring anybody on for a spell break that has not said okay to that. All right, now let me lower those hands. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Amanda. Okay, so let me pull up my notes. All right. Those of you who do want a spell break, whether you said yes in the question registration for the webinar or not, maybe today you're like, I think I might want to do one of those things. Maybe you said no then, but you're saying yes now. If, in any case, if you want to do a spell break, you're going to have video. You're going to have to be on a device that will let you come on video and audio. Otherwise, it's no-go. Okay, so if you don't come on for that. Second crucial piece of housekeeping. There's no way that I'm going to be bringing 40, 50, 60 people, however many we end up with total on this webinar. There's no way that I'm doing 60 spell breaks, okay? If you came on wanting a spell break and you're going to feel disappointed if you don't get one personally, start breathing right now. Why is it okay? Why is it okay? If you tune in to whoever does, what if I bring one person on and I'm guided spend the whole 2 hours with that person. What if that happens? What if? Is it possible that that could be the most outrageously awesome outcome for everybody? Is it possible? I say absolutely it is. So chill out, breathe. I'm almost definitely not going to work with one person, but I'm here to do what I'm here to do, and that is to help you, as I promised. Conscious Creation members, this was one of your guarantees from me that I was going to do a minimum 2 hour money speed spell break, where I would do as many spell breaks as I can. And I threw the word speed in there for a reason, so that leads to my third part of housekeeping. Normally, when I do a spell break with someone, I start where they are and we just go until that issue's gone. That's my norm. On this webinar, it is probable, I had a feeling about 20 minutes before showtime, had a feeling, you know what I might end up doing? Some of these, I might only take them part of the way there. Someone might raise a question, and instead of me taking them through the entire spell break, I might just answer their question, kind of loosen the jar, drop it, and move on to the next person. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. By the end of the next couple hours, or however long we go, you are going to have the breakthrough that you came here to have. Now, one person came here today, I'm not gonna have a fucking breakthrough. I ain't no way. I never have. His program's good, I'm liking it, but I'm not gonna. That money, it's not gonna happen for me. That's exactly what you're gonna get, but you'll still probably get more than you expect. Somebody's here so ready to have their entire financial reality change beyond their wildest dreams. They're not thinking it can't happen. They're completely open. They've been breathing for the last 30 minutes, getting ready for this. That was a hint to breathe, by the way. And their freaking world is going to open up. Got it? You're going to get exactly what you came for today. So you might as well set right now what you came for. Set it the way you want it to be. I'm going to do exactly what I'm led to do with every person that I do a spell break with, and I'm going to do as many as I can. Okay? We're going to do some quantum questions today. That will be part of most, if not all, of the spell breaks that I do. And I am going to actually start out with some right now. So, let me go back to my little hand. I like this webinar platform. This is kind of cool. All right. That's awesome, Jack. Thank you. Karen, we might talk about that in a minute. This meant to be thing, I don't buy that one. Now, this is freaking awesome. Who was that? Rhonda says, I gotta grab my tissues. We'll all get one by osmosis as long as we're listening. So Rhonda is someone who's been with me for 5.5, almost 6 years since I started Level 5 mentoring. She's been through a couple of my programs. She's seen a lot of my free stuff. She's watched a lot of spell breaks. Never done a personal one-on-one with her yet. Rhonda, who knows what might happen today. She's seen, though, that when you watch someone and you're in full presence and you're breathing, and you watch them as if it was you, because it is. It is you. It's me. We're one. It's not a spiritual woo-woo bullshit idea. It's actually truth. When you approach it from that angle, you are the one that gets the spell break. You might notice I'm looking in your eyes a lot today. I'm going to be doing that a lot because I'm working with you, only you. All right? So, let's are you willing to breathe? Let's see that hand button again. I like this platform. You guys, let's see the hand thing. You guys ready to breathe? You willing to breathe? Are you already breathing? Are you willing to commit to the breathing throughout this webinar, and that every time you forget, you'll remind yourself and start back over again? We got less than half of the people have said yes so far. Oh, there we go. There's 2/3 of the people. You guys going to breathe? If you're on a platform that lets you raise your hand and ask questions and participate, please do. If you're not, I understand. Just raise your hand and let the people in the room think that you're a fucking lunatic. It's all good. I love you anyway. Okay, so it's okay, Karen. I wasn't picking at you. It's just that the meant to be is one of those spiritual bullshit concepts that everybody spiritual talks about, but actually it's just another trap. It's just another prison. Okay, It is cool. I love it too, Christine. Okay, so let's have some fun then, as if we weren't already. You guys are here. You showed up. You didn't have to. You could be masturbating or watching Family Guy or watching the ice melt, depending on what part of the world you're in. You could be doing any number of exciting things. And you showed up here with me and with us. Wow. I'm impressed. Let's get everything out of this that we can by breathing right now. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, some of you by now could probably repeat the rest of this because you've watched my breathing videos 40 times. Y'all are like, this is my favorite people to work with. Okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth. And make the duration about the same, in as out. Iron and smile. I love it. So we're going to iron out all the wrinkles. There's no gaps at the top. Like, I'm not doing any of that. We're not like gulping for part of the in-breath and then relaxing. We're definitely not doing this shit. No. We're smoothing the whole thing out. Conscious breathing. And with that awareness on our breathing, we pull ourselves into presence. Nothing woo-woo or spiritual or far out about any of this. This is about coming to presence. You ever notice you get along with your partner better when you're present? You ever notice you get along better with yourself when you're present? You ever notice that you don't feel like the world's coming at you when you're present? So breathe. Smooth it out. And take in a little bit more air than usual and put out just a little bit more air than usual. Expand that capacity and feel how freaking amazing it feels, and let that turn on that smile that's always ever present in your heart and just bring it to your face. Might as well have fun. Now, if you're already starting to feel better, you can be honest that you weren't breathing this way to start with. It's okay. You can love yourself too, of course. Just type in and let me know how you're feeling right now. Exactly how are you feeling? Nothing wrong with getting yawny. Yawning like that, Andy. Okay, so the question that you asked, this is so beautiful, you guys. Thank you. Andy, you brought up that big comment and kind of a comment question a few days ago. And I said, make sure you were on this thing. So I'm glad you're here. You're dealing with decades of pain. Decades of pain. Decades of pain. Decades of stuckness. Decades of anger, sadness, and fear frozen in your tissues, and you're wondering why you're not getting it. And you know what I say? Breathe. I have people message me far too many times a day, private messaging me about their issues and wanting, a little piece of my time, a little piece. And I say, fucking breathe. Like, I've literally, you got my book. I give the damn thing away. Hello? With all those videos. Do it. Use it. The people that are using it are messaging me saying, oh my God, my uterus just pulled back into my body. Oh my God, my tumor disappeared. That's what I'm hearing from the people that are actually using it and breathing it. And breathing in this way. So do it. And Andy, understand that 30, 40 years of pain and frozen energies in your body ain't going to get eclipsed by 5 minutes of breathing. It's going to be a practice for you. It's going to be a consistent practice. Feeling relaxed? Neck's a bit tight, so feel that. Feel that tightness and just breathe and love it. Karen says, stuff's been coming up all week in anticipation of this call. Beautiful and awesome. Good. We want that stuff to come up. So, Andy, those yawns are old, frozen energies, literally Coming out. Well, Brian, I do that when I'm tired. That's right. When you're tired, you're way more open for that shit to come out. And when you start breathing deeply, oh man, everything starts to relax and that energy can come out in these waves. What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful thing. Welcome it, love it, appreciate it, and keep on going. Okay, so before we get into our quantum questions, I want to do something, okay? I am really into the concept of gains and wins. Now, in an infinite, unlimited universe where everything's energy, there's no separate events. There's no, by the way, I'm already working with you guys, just so you know. There's no wins, there's no gains, there's no losses. However, in this type of work, there's always infinite possibilities and there's always movement and there's always, wow, I'm enjoying life more. Things are getting, quote, better. Yucky shit is leaving. And there's something really powerful. Oh boy, I got to interrupt myself. Okay, and then I'm going to have to close the chat because I'm very focused on this. Maria, in a way, you're screwed. Okay, that comment right there puts you in hell. So we're already in. Now I'm going to come right back to where I was. If the train of thought doesn't get derailed here, it's okay because we're on the jet of awesomeness anyway. She said, my outcome today is to get 100 families financially free with love, peace, and ease. That's none of your fucking business. Even if that's your business, that's none of your fucking business. Okay? So this is a perfect example of how and why you've been stuck and exactly how you've been keeping yourself stuck. So this, guys, we're spell breaking already, and I haven't even gotten started. My outcome today is to get, you're welcome. So breathe. Everybody breathe. If I'm working with Maria, who am I working with? Okay, you know what? I just realized I skimmed over something just a tiny little bit, and I'm not going to do that. So many of you that are on with me today have been with me for quite a while. I don't want to skim past this. It's too important. If you will, take a look in my eyes right now and breathe. And look in your own eyes and breathe. Becoming present to yourself in front of a mirror. Any mirror, including me. Becoming present in front of the mirror can be enough to change your life. You stand for 5 minutes in front of the bathroom mirror, or if you have mirrors in the other room, that's okay too. Spend 5 minutes in front of a mirror looking without commentary and breathing. It'll change your freaking life. When you become present to what is in front of you, your story about it cannot stand. When you become present to what's in front of you, your bullshit story about it can't stand. And that includes beautifully your story about yourself. You're breathing? Make sure you're breathing now. I get my kids every weekend. And I'm super, super, super close with my little ones. Love them more than air, and oh my God, do I love air. That's why I talk about breathing all the time. And I saw some major drama between my 5-year-old and my 10-year-old that was really growing, really building up into this animosity. And something I've learned over the years with them that I use with myself and everybody else is that when they don't see each other, when they only see their story about each other, they literally won't look at each other and they're talking about what an asshole the other is and how victimized they are. I get them to sit down and look in each other's eyes until they feel each other's hearts and they end up hugging. They go, oh my God, I'm sorry. Wow, no, I don't want to treat you like that. What the hell was I doing? And I'm really simplifying it. It's a huge, massive, complex amazingness, and it's also the simplest thing in the world. If you look at what's there with presence, your bullshit story about it can't stand. And that includes your story about you. It includes your story about money. It includes your story about Trump or whoever the hell else you think you have problems with. You only have problems with your story about it. You only have problems with your story about money. You ain't got no problems with money. You got no problems with yourself. So, if you'll totally tune in with every single person while I'm doing the spell break with them, complete presence. You're not thinking about the last sentence they said. You're not thinking and wondering what they're going to say next. You're not thinking, oh, I know where this is. No, no, no. That's not presence. Right here. No rush. No hurry. Well, Brian, you're 20-something minutes in. You haven't. Yes, I have started. And guess what? If I go over 2 hours and you have to leave, this is going to be in your members area forever. You're not going to lose anything. So now in this moment, I'm working with Maria right out of the gate. And she's got an outcome to get 100 families financially free. What if they don't want it? You just put yourself in hell. Now, if you want to have that outcome, it's okay with me. I don't mind you putting yourself in hell. We all came here to live in hell until we decide to change it. No problem with that. I got no problem with suffering until they're done. No, I have no problem with letting anyone suffer until they're done. Are you breathing? So Maria, is this helpful so far? Or am I just an ass? Because I want to add one more layer to this in just a sec. All right. Now my chat, somebody, if a couple of you people will please type into the chat, just type anything in, a Y or yes, or it's working. Right now, I'm not getting any more chat. I know my chat messages are, okay, there we go. It's coming back through. Thank you. Okay, awesome. That's good. Thank you. Okay, stop everybody. Thank you. Appreciate that. So Maria, is this helpful for you? Is it confusing for you? Or is it, where do you stand on this so far? Awesome. Darlene said we're being present. That's awesome. Okay, Maria is being silent. Maybe she's breathing. I don't know. I'll find out in a few minutes. So I'm going to add one more layer on top of that. If you want to have financial freedom for yourself and you're willing to let it in, awesome, and I celebrate that. If you want to help other people to get the same thing, well, that's awesome. I celebrate that. Just make sure that you qualify that with something like my desired outcome. What I'm really intending for this call today is to expand my own financial freedom and my ability to help those who want it. And if that's 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000, great. But see that phrase, those who want it, removes the opposition, opens up the doors, and you can do some quantum questions that'll help you to facilitate that. Now, before I go any further, anyone who got any benefit out of that, please express what you got from it. A feeling, a seeing, an insight, a knowing, anything. Anyone who got something from what I just shared. Now, that was a casual comment that was thrown out. I wasn't correcting her, making her wrong. I'm spell breaking. And I'm going to see a lot of things that you guys don't expect me to see, and we're going to bring them into the light, and they're going to lose their power. Anyone who got any benefit whatsoever out of that statement, beautiful. And you guys have already figured out how to do the to everyone or the private. That's awesome. A wonderful knowing, clarity, calmness. Awesome. Me. Clarity. See, I got 2 clarities there. Okay, so that's already emerging with a little bit of a theme. All right, now, before we go into the next phase of this, the official stuff, and before I even go into the quantum questions, I want to make an invitation. If anyone, I was talking about gains. It's amazing. My train of thought is actually staying on the tracks today. Shocking. I'll take that. Anyone here today who has had a miracle, a massive gain, some benefit in their life or in the lives of those around them, or both, from being in this program, let's start the next phase by actually talking about that. Hey, Joanne, let's start by talking about that. Does anyone who is set up for video and audio, would anyone like to step up and share for a moment what their biggest gain, their biggest breakthrough, their biggest insight, their biggest benefit from being in this program so far? It would be awesome if 1, 2, 3 people showed up and took a minute to share their biggest gain, miracle, insight, benefit from being in this program. It's going to help to set the stage. If you guys are feeling shy about being on video, you might as well get over it, because we're going to be doing spell breaks in just a few minutes anyway. Anybody want to step up? I'm going to take a minute and watch the chat here. Thank you, Michelle. I'm talking about someone actually wanting to step up and say, yes, I will come on and make a comment on video with you, Brian. To actually come in to the video call with me and speak to everyone. All right, Rosemary is in. So Rosemary, I'm going to go ahead and promote you. So just watch, and you're going to see something's going to notify you that you're coming in as a presenter. So Rosemary was going to join us, and this will also be an example of how this is going to work. So Rosemary, what I'm going to do, I'm promoting you to a panelist. You're going to see something that will let you actually click and come in and join as a panelist. Damn, she just wastes no time. Hey, Rosemary. All right, I'm not hearing your audio. Oh, you're muted. So you can unmute, or I can probably unmute you, but let's see.
There we go.
Perfect.
Better?
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for coming on, sweetie.
You're welcome.
All right, everybody say hello to Rosemary and thank her for being the first person with the guts to come on. And so what my request was, anyone who's had something awesome happen and wants to share what's changed and just what we're doing, everybody, to be totally clear, we're celebrating the awesomeness. So breathe. One person's going to hear Rosemary say what's awesome in her life from the program, and they're going to be like, yes, oh, this is wow, that's so awesome. If that happened for her, it can happen for me. Somebody else is going to go, fuck, okay, breathe. Don't do that. Breathe, be present, and let the awesomeness in. Let the miracle happen. What you got? Okay, now say something, Rosemary. Let's see if your video comes on.
Okay, I'm talking right now.
Perfect. Yeah, there was like a 1 second lag, so that is awesome. All right. Now, what would you like to share? What is awesome and what's been awesome since you joined us?
So I joined the program in January and right away started going through all of the Conscious Creation 5 videos, and I think I spent, like, I already did the video testimonial, but I did the module 1 over 30 times, and it really helped, because I think the biggest challenge I've noticed is that there's so much of the other programming that we've had that it takes a daily dose of something in your program to keep me conscious that that's not the way to think anymore. So that was the start. I noticed that I was breathing better, and I found myself breathing more often. I would challenge myself when I was on car rides to make sure I was doing it during the driving. And then all of a sudden I started getting business, and my business had been pretty slow, practically non-existent for a couple of months. And I got a new coaching client. I got some new clients for hand analysis. I joined the affiliate program and got some people that I love very much to take the program, got some income from the affiliate program. Offers were coming in that were completely unexpected. So it really made a shift. And that all started to happen within about 2 weeks of joining the program.
Wow! Damn! Okay, that is friggin' anything else? Anything else that you want to add?
I would say the best thing is just a sense of more peace now, that I don't stress about money so much now. I recognize that things are shifting and changing, and if I ever do get fretting about it, just go back to breathing again.
Wow. That is so freaking beautiful. And that was perfect. I couldn't have done it better if I had planned it. Thank you for being the first one to step up, Rosemary.
You're welcome, Brian.
Namaste, sweetheart. All right, now let me see if I can demote you. Back to viewer. I think I can. Change role to viewer. Thanks, sweetie. Wow. What? Okay, now let me tell you why that is so awesome to me. Anyone having any breakthrough, any insight, any gain is always awesome. Now, the rest of you guys, if you're thinking, I think I would like to step up and say something awesome that has happened, chime in, let me know. I want to tell you this is critical and crucial. I think about it every day. Thanks, Roxanne. Anybody else that wants to step up, please chime in, okay? I might not be able to let everybody, but you guys step up. All right. This is so critical and so crucial. Again, I think about it every day. I'm always looking for how can I help the people who come to me more, faster, more efficiently, more effectively, more completely. It is at the top of my everything list. I'm constantly working on this and getting messages from people. Brian, I've been at this for 30 days and my whole life hasn't transformed and I'm not 10 feet tall yet. And I'm not really mocking anybody. I'm kind of mocking that tendency in all of us. Listen, guys, I'm making an adjustment here to my video. You guys have been living the life that you've been living for how long now? How many years? How many decades? How long exactly? Have you been eating and drinking and consuming that old programming? How long, guys? And then you come into the program, or you just people that are just getting my free stuff, and they breathe a few minutes a day and like, oh fuck, I'm giving up. It's not changed. Everything hasn't changed. What she said is so freaking awesome. This lady has been around the fucking block a few times, y'all. She's done the self-help gamut and not gotten what she was promised. She joined this program. She's like, you know what? This is it. I'm getting it. She has been breathing. She watched a fucking module 30 times in like 30 days. And her phrase, now I don't agree with her languaging. I agree with her point. She said, anytime anyone says I generally say, yeah, well, let's work on that a little bit, okay? There's truth, though. If you're being reminded 472,000 times a day by every ad, every governmentally affected thing, every educationally, every medically disseminated piece of information is reminding you that you're a separate meat suit in a machine. Do you figure it might be helpful to remind yourself more than once a month of the truth that you want to live? To practice the breathing? Aloha, Carl. Does this make sense to you guys? Rosemary, you are the poster child for awesomeness, honey. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So, Let us see. Let us see. All right, Sharon, I'm going to promote you. You are officially being promoted. She said she would like to step up. I've been watching you, Sharon, and you seem very serious, I got to say. So I want to hear what your gain has been in the program. So, whoops, Sharon, you're going to see something telling you that you've been promoted, and boom, there she is. Hey, Sharon. All right, now we just got to unmute you. All right, so let's see if you're not seeing it. There we go. I'm unmuting you. All right, say something to us.
I'm here.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stepping up.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we're seeing and hearing you now.
Okay.
All right, so
Cool.
what's been your greatest gain, breakthrough, aha, insight? What are you getting out of the program?
When I first watched the intro to this program, I was so frustrated because I could just hear you. I couldn't push any of the polls. I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't even get signed up. And once I did, it was the most tremendous relief. And my whole world has changed because I look forward every day to waking up and finding you somewhere saying something, anything. It doesn't matter what you say. I feel a sense of relief, of peace, of excitement that yes, this is happening because nothing else has ever brought me to the point that you share with me every day. I love the words. I love the change in perspective from a tiny little word phrase that you'll say on the videos, on anything that you bring up. And this is so much what I've been set up to be a part of. I can look back at my past and see the progression. I have, for a long time, not remembered any dreams that I've had. Now I remember dreams, and they're specific dreams about specific people and things, not mumble jumbo. And it's little things for right now. But the biggest thing is my sense of peace. I didn't worry about the technology today. I knew I was going to get in. I knew that I was going to make the connection, and everything just fell in place. And I'm so grateful to be here. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me. I have another fine tuning questions. I literally remember when you showed up in my world, and I remember seeing, and I remember at the very first. There was something you said either on a webinar, the very first contact. There was a little kind of hint of frustration or something. And then immediately I saw you just like eating the information. It's like, well, she is everywhere. She likes it. She's commenting on everything. Have you seen and done a lot of personal dev, self-help stuff prior to this?
Oh, I've done all my life. I've been a certified hypnotherapist since 1990, dealt with my childhood issues. I started at birth because I weighed a month. I was a month early. I weighed 3.5 pounds, and the doctor gave me a death sentence in the delivery room.
Nice.
Told my parents, take her home, she's going to die.
Wow.
I've dealt with all of those issues. Every one of them has been a step in the right direction. I know the importance of the words that we use, the thoughts that we put into our brains and our subconscious mind. And this has been my goal, to help people understand what this does to us and how to change it. And you're doing it. And you've been doing it. And now I'm a part of that.
I just want to hug you. I just want to hug you. Come here.
I know. I want to hug too.
We can do it. We can do it right now. Now I have one more question. Everybody, who am I working with right now? Who am I working with? You know who I'm working with. Who is she working with?
Everybody here.
Okay. So I have one or maybe two more questions here. And that first one is, so you're saying you've done a lot of self-help. You've had a lot of exposure over more than 10, 20 years. This has been a while, okay?
Ryan, I'm 73.
Ooh, honey, wow.
I've been doing it a long time.
A long time. 70 years, okay.
Yes.
So what would you say from your perspective, rather developed and advanced perspective, what would you say is the single biggest difference between what you found here with Conscious Creators, with the level 5 work, and all of that other stuff? What is the one, or maybe two, I don't want to box you down to one, but what is the single biggest or the biggest overall distinction between this and everything else you've seen and done?
Oh, that's a toughie. I think just looking at life from this different perspective of who we truly are, because the world doesn't acknowledge that at all. And I've had experiences in my life that I can't talk to other people about because they look at me like I'm crazy. But when you look at it from this perspective, everything falls in line. Everything makes sense now.
Even the people who think you're crazy fall into line, don't they? It's like, oh,
yeah.
It's, oh,
and it's so easy, and it's so much fun, and I have the joy that I have never had as a child. I was a very sad child, and now I can say that I live in joy.
Oh my God!
And it's just amazing. And your program has been the one thing that has given me this different perspective than all the others.
Awesome. Thank you very much for showing up, Sharon. I really appreciate you stepping up and sharing with us. Namaste, sweetie.
Namaste to you too, and everybody on the call.
Whoa! Damn! Ah, that is so awesome. Okay, let's go straight in. I know there's a few more people. Let's move forward here. So let's start with some quantum questions. You guys breathing? You guys breathing? Breathing? Y'all breathing? I like that. Jack just said, Jack, now that, you know what? That was to me. Can I share that? I'm going to share it anyway. It's not very personal. He said, why am I reminded to breathe so easily when I stop? I love that. Okay, so let's breathe and let's get some quantum questions going. If you want to, you can close your eyes. I highly recommend that you breathe deeply and that you smile. Why is this the day? Why was this the day? Why did everything change? Why, at the end of this webinar, is my life and my financial reality changed beyond my wildest dreams? Are you breathing? Are you smiling? Are you letting yourself feel the awesomeness? Why is everything so magical? Why did it go from hard to easy to effortless? Why am I saying yes to effortlessness? Why did I say yes to effortlessness? Why, though it's a tongue twister, is effortlessness so fun and so awesome and so beautiful? Why do I love effortlessness? Why is it finally okay? Why did I finally say it's okay for things to be effortless? Why did I finally allow the truth that effortlessness is the nature of the universe? Why did I finally let in that other people are none of my fucking business? Why did I find such great freedom in allowing myself to realize that effortlessness is my truth? And all that other stuff's none of my fucking business. Why was this program the best investment of my life? Why was this the wisest thing? One of the literally wisest moves of my life. And why is joy available to me ever present? Why is peace available to me ever present? Why is love available to me ever present? Why am I finally letting the miracles in? Why do I breathe so deeply, so effortlessly, more and more every day? And why did I finally get reminded, wow, that breathing really does matter? She watched that video 30 times. She's breathing every day. It didn't happen that day. It didn't happen the next day. It didn't happen the next day. It didn't happen the next day. It happened after a couple of weeks, this major turn. If she had been sitting saying, well, it didn't change this morning, I'm not going to breathe. Why did I finally let that in? And why am I so graced that Rosemary stepped up and said that? Why was that for me? And why do I know that that's for me? And why do I finally get that the stuff that shows up is mine? Why is everything turning more and more the way I want? And I'm noticing it more and more, even the seemingly little things, because there's nothing little and big in the infinite universe. Why am I finally noticing that even those seemingly small things are actually for me? It's happening. Why is everybody on this webinar completely tuned into these quantum questions and nobody's chatting? Why is this the one that everybody's actually taking seriously? Why is Brian's work actually doing this? Why is that level 5 stuff so effective? And why was I so wise and so brilliant and so courageous to actually step up and do this? Oh, damn. All right, so open your eyes, keep on smiling, keep breathing. Amanda, I have a question for you. When you say you saw the change in Rosemary, would you be willing to share with me exactly what that means, that you saw the change in Rosemary? Because this is actually super important, and then we're going to get into the stuff. Okay, Amanda, would you be willing to come on video and share that, or would you rather just do it via text? Okay, text, that's fine. So if you will, you're typing to all panelists. Would you please type this to everyone? Just switch over to everyone. I'm going to fill up my water while you're typing. Everybody, take a look at the chat. And this is someone who watched that change, and this is super important, and I'm going to tell you why while she's typing it. Conscious creation, you know what? When you are in the chat and you see where to type in the chat, you should have a little button toggle that says to everyone or to panelists. But you know what? It's okay. If you want to type it to me, I'll just share it. It's fine. Doesn't matter. So when you change, your universe changes. If you really think about it, a big part of your universe is what you call everybody else, isn't it? So when you watch the change in others, that's you too. I'm going to fill up my water, and then I'm going to read this comment, and we're going to get into some teaching and spell breaks right now. All right, it's all good. My honey's bringing me some water, so it's good. I saw a change in her face and body, language, and attitude when she started this program. She seemed to glow. Y'all letting that in? Y'all breathing that in? Because you know what? If you would stop fighting and start breathing, and if you would let it in, and if you would breathe in the morning when you wake up, and breathe when you're going to sleep at night, and every time an upset happens, you breathe instead of messaging Brian, oh, why is it still not working? Fucking breathe. Just start breathing. Smile and feel it. Other people around you will be messaging me saying, I saw the change in her. I saw it happen. And she just added, she came to me and told me that this was something I needed to do too. And guess what? Amanda's in the program. Rosemary shared this with people who are now in the program having the same benefits and the same expansion in their own way. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. So I only have a tiny little bit of teaching that I want to do, very little, and it's very huge, before we get into the official spell breaks here, okay? And what I want to talk about is the power of not knowing. The power of not knowing. My friend, you don't know shit. And neither do I. The only difference between you and me is you think you want to and need to. And I know I don't want to. And I know I don't need to know anything. Everything we know collapses into what is. And then we look at it and say, see, well, I know because it is. But actually it is because we know. So if you'll stop knowing, if you'll let that shit go, it can change. Well, Brian, you know, I was going to give you a testimonial, but this changed and that changed. But until this other thing changes, I'm not gonna even make a testimonial on those other things. In fact, I'm not sure this thing's working. What? Yes, I hear that, believe it or not. Quit knowing. What if the day that you joined the program, you did this thing 5 days, the next day all the shit hit the fan and everything just got worse? Well, that's because you know it got worse. What if that's the turning point that's actually moving everything to what you want? So what if you made the decision right here, right now, right this red hot fucking minute, no matter what happens? This is not a bullshit affirmation either. Yes, I'm kind of adamant about this point. What if in this moment you made a decision, everything that's happening, no matter what it is? First of all, I don't know what the hell it means. Number 2, I'm not going to look for the meaning. I'm not going to have a meant to be, not meant to be. That's spiritual bullshit. Here's what's happening. I'm not going to have a story about it. I'm not going to figure out what it means. I'm not going to, how did I attract this? All that law of attraction bullshit. No. Oh, it is. This is. How is this the best thing that ever happened for me? And if you can't find out any way that it's the best thing that ever happened for you, then ask, how might it be beneficial to me? How might this actually be moving me in the direction of what I want? If you will do that one thing, just that one thing, only that one thing, and nothing but that one thing. Am I clear? How many things? Somebody help me out here. One thing. One thing. Especially if you're breathing. It'll change everything. Well, I don't know, Brian. I did it for 12 minutes one day and everything that... No, listen to what Rosemary said, y'all. Okay? So now, one final thing. There's my teaching for the day. How about that? Don't fucking know. You don't fucking know anyway. Stop pretending you know. Stop trying to know. Stop telling everyone else what you know about it. Well, Brian, you're always talking about what you know. No, I'm not. I'm always talking about what I don't know. I'm always talking about what I don't know. That's why quantum questions are what they are. That's why they're the most important thing. Are you breathing? So, as we get ready now to dive into our official spell breaks. Okay. I'll finish this sentence, then I'm going to respond to what Andy just wrote. Andy, can I say that out loud? It's going to benefit everybody. Okay, awesome. So everybody breathe and love Andy, you guys. What I would like to invite everyone to do is take a moment and type in how you're feeling about this webinar so far. How you're feeling, what you're getting, what kind of mood you're in, what are you expecting. Just take a moment, type in 1 or 2 sentences, and then I'm going into spell breaks. While you're doing that, Andy just said, is that different from the lesson or learning from it? Is that what I'm just talking about, this not knowing, is that different from the lesson or learning from it? Fuck a lesson. Fuck a lesson. That's spiritual bullshit too. Okay? You don't need to know anything. Well, Brian, I don't know. I know. Trust me, I know. It's so terrifying to the mind to be confronted with not knowing, because the mind says, as long as I know, I can drive this fucking idiot. Obviously doesn't know how to drive. I'm the mind. I'm driving. I'm in control. Everything is great. As it drives forever in a circle, creating hell. Because it doesn't know how to drive. It's a navigator. Awesome, Thelma. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Lorna. Oh, now I'm getting a lot of comments about this not knowing. People loving not knowing. I love you, Renita. Thank you. So everybody, now, thank you for commenting. You keep the comments coming if you want. Just hear what I'm saying. With respect to you, Andy, every time I say this, I'm never, ever, ever, ever knocking or correcting. I'm sharing. And I'm reflecting the level 5 paradigm to the bullshit that's superimposed on all of us, okay? So what is the spiritual bullshit? Well, it wasn't meant to be. Who the fuck meant it? You're it. You're the one. Projecting out of eternity into time and space to have experience. There's no forces outside of you. Wasn't meant to be. What the hell? Well, awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay, now I'm still with you. Another one is, look for the lesson. Who the fuck? Who wrote the lesson? Who is sitting on the throne in the sky laying down the lessons for you? And what if the next one hurts? And what if they never run out? What if it's just... So if what you're looking for is the lesson in the thing, you're going to get nothing but an endless string of lessons, because the universe goes, oh, you're looking for lessons? Here's more. I'm not sorry, I'm having fun. Okay? I'm laughing my ass off too. Growth. You can't grow. You're the infinite, unlimited being beyond time and space. You can't grow. Oh my God, I saw somebody the other day that claimed to be a spiritual guru. My message is work hard to grow every day. I was like, I bet you're suffering. Yep, suffering. Working hard to grow every... Fuck, don't grow. Grow? You're an infinite, unlimited being who creates time and space to have an experience. Ain't nowhere to grow. You're it. Self-improvement. I'm going to improve. I'm not quite good enough yet, but soon I will be. In fact, I'm almost there. I can feel I'm on the verge. I'm on the edge. Next month, next seminar, I'm almost there. I'm improving. And the universe goes, oh, so you want to be fucked up. So here, I'll give you an endless string of things to improve. That's how it works. Do we ever get past learning lessons? Or are you still learning lessons too? Thank you, Margaret. That is such a beautiful question. Do we ever get past learning lessons, or are you still learning lessons too? I am not learning lessons. There are no lessons. The way we get past lessons is when we stop looking for lessons. Situation in front of me. Ooh, look what just happened. Look what I created. Interesting. What do I want to experience now? I ain't looking for... What did that mean? Maybe there's something here for me to grow from. All that does is perpetuates the fucking nightmare. All those focal points handed to you by Spirituality 101. Bullshit. Bullshit. All needless layers of complexity that we laid upon ourselves to keep ourselves from what we actually want. Anybody disagree? Anyone like to challenge me? Anyone like to have a conversation about this? I'm loving it. I love this. You know, it's either so, Margaret said it's so simple it's genius. Well, it's either so simple it's genius, or I'm just an idiot who's having an awesome life. But I'll say this, when I stopped being so fucking smart, life got amazing. When I quit trying to figure out, well, how does this make blah, blah. Why are we looking for all that? Whatever you're looking at, you're aiming the infinite, unlimited power of your creation directly into that. All right, Andy says, so there's no accountability? Accountability to whom? So, Andy, are you breathing? Be honest with me, Andy. Are you breathing? Okay, keep breathing. Breathe deep. Everybody just love Andy for a minute. Like all of us, and in her own unique way, Andy has been through some hell in her life. Haven't we all? Okay, that's what we came here for. We come from heaven to have hell for a while. It's just experience, okay? So keep breathing, Andy. And you messaged me that big question. It's like, wow, this woman is having some big questions going on. Okay, so breathe. Love yourself. And I'm not picking at you. Obviously, I'm picking at myself. I'm having fun here. Okay? There is no accountability. This is infinitely beyond accountability. It's choice. Infinite, unlimited being is projecting out of eternity into time and space to have accountability. I'm here to account to God. No. Infinite, unlimited being projects out of eternity into time and space to finally get it right. Then you will get an endless dose of wrong to right. Infinite, unlimited being projects out of eternity into time and space to fix things. The universe gives you an endless string of brokenness to fix. Infinite, unlimited being projects out of eternity into time and space to heal things. And they get an endless string of sick to heal. I say we're projecting out of eternity into time and space to have experience. And when you let all those other layers, I mean, you can't prove, no one can prove any of that shit in the first place. We're here for karma, we're here. Those are all concepts we created in order to facilitate this experience. Astrology. I love astrology. Man, fuck astrology. They're both true. I love astrology. It's amazing. But it don't tell the truth. It's a system we created in the Matrix. Enneagram. Awesome. It's amazing. I pull information out of the Enneagram. Fuck it. It's bullshit at the same time because it's just part of the matrix we created. How about the I Ching, human design, Ayurveda? All the systems of thought. They're part of the matrix. And the minute we get that, you don't need a guru. Well, Brian, what the hell are we paying you for? I'm not your fucking guru. I'm not a guru. I'm just reminding you. And Andy, if you want accountability, you can have it. If you want lessons, you can have it. But I gotta be Dr. Phil for a minute. I've never watched him, so I don't know how to do his accent. I just heard, how's that working for you? You know, shit ain't working for you. Some say we're constantly in school, but this is so much more fun the way you do it. Yeah, fuck school, unless you're choosing to be in school for a minute. All right. Ooh, trying to understand, is it just about pleasure? In a way. Well, that's very selfish. Well, you are the infinite self. Might want to be selfish. I don't know. Brian, that sounds like, right, I know it sounds like whatever you want to call it because the people who are scared of it have diagnoses and names for it. Okay? Was it just about pleasure? Kinda. Infinite, unlimited being projects out of eternity into time and space. Module 1, fundamentals. Even though it's very advanced, it's also the ultimate fundamental. Infinite, unlimited being projects out of eternity into time and space. At the level of eternity, you cannot have experience. There's no space, so you can't move. You can't go nowhere at the level of eternity. Never changes. It's the one. Beyond names, Atman, Brahman, all the spiritual amazingness, right? The sole existing one, the eternal one, ooh, ah, om, forever. Infinite eternal bliss. Can't go nowhere because there ain't no space. Can't do nothing because there ain't no time. There ain't no thing, so there's no experience. It says, I would like to have an experience. This eternal peace and bliss and love is fucking boring. So it says, I will project, create time and space. I'm going to project in, and I'm going to have an experience. End of story. Here for experience. Everything else you want to layer on. Karma, getting right with God, lessons, blah, blah, blah. That's all needless complexity that we've layered on in order to narrow ourselves and limit ourselves. Why would we do that? Why would I limit? Because you can't be harmed. You're an infinite, unlimited, eternal being who's in bliss forever, even while you're projecting here, getting your ass kicked seemingly by life, when it's actually just the things you believe. You're safe in eternity. Nothing can touch you. All good. Okay? I went a lot deeper than I thought, and it's all good. What is experience? I probably just answered it. Karen just said, you just changed my life. Oh my God, I'm getting rid of a ton of books. That's so awesome. All right, I'm just bragging for a minute. Jack said, that's what I love most about your program. Fuck the meaning. It's all about choice. My biggest breakthrough. My favorite question, and Margaret just said it. Well, I fine-tune that with one word, Margaret, and I've been saying this now for about 5.5 years. What do I want to experience now? The minute that you... Boy, this is going to be a long-ass session because we ain't even started the spell breaks, and I promised that I would. So, wow, we're going to be here for a while, you guys, those that can stay. I don't mind. This was totally worth it. Lots of awesome information coming through. When you finally let in, those of you who will let in, the possibility that you might be infinite, unlimited, eternal being projecting out of eternity into time and space as this seemingly separate entity through the lens of mind, ego, which gives you a seemingly, though you are the infinite, unlimited one, you're seemingly narrowed down through that lens of ego into this seemingly separate perspective that goes, oh shit, what the hell, why did I get here? Damn, I popped in as a baby and fuck, you forgot your infinite power. You forgot everything because if infinite, unlimited being brings its infinite power into time and space, it ain't in time and space. It just pops right back and the game's over. When you're willing to let that in, what if I am infinite, unlimited being? projecting into time and space so I can have an experience, then you kind of have this epiphany. What do I want to experience now? What do I want to experience now? Look at my bank account. What do I want to experience now? Ow, my dick is caught in a blender. What do I want to experience now? Turn it off. Go get a bandage. Oh, I just got the x-rays from the doctor. That means, no, wait, doesn't mean anything. What do I want to experience now? Let me look at the x-rays. Oh, it looks like that. I don't know. What do I want to experience now? She just said, honey, we need to talk. What do I want to experience now? Just got in a wreck. What do I want to experience now? I just won the lottery. What do I want to experience now? You guys are looking for what does it mean? What's the lesson in this? What does this say about me? And then that's all the shit you know. All right, maybe the last moment of this. And I want to welcome and invite one last batch of feedback. And then no matter what you guys say, I promise we're going into spell breaks. In fact, I'll probably select a spell break out of the next batch of responses. What are you guys getting, thinking, and feeling about everything that we just covered and everything I just said in response to what we brought up in the form of questions? And while I'm looking, I'm going to respond to what Jill just said. When triggered through my own unconscious conditioning, what do I want to experience now? That's an opportunity to choose again. Not a lesson, per se, but still moving towards a more perfect reflection of what I want to experience. That's beautifully said. To me, it's a little bit needlessly complex. Let me say it again in its simplest form. In whatever situation I find myself, what do I want to experience now? No matter what situation I find myself in, what do I want to experience now? No matter what just happened, no matter, oh, look at this. What just happened? Wait, this, now what do I want to experience? Oh, what do I want to experience? Ow, 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 what do I want to experience? Always, period, end of story. What do I want to experience? Y'all breathing? Beautiful comments. Mind blown, did not expect that. Did not know that there are no lessons. That's right, because we're so convinced that there are lessons. That's all we can fucking see. Whatever you know, that's what you're going to get. All right. Awesome. Thanks, you guys. That's freaking beautiful. So, what do you say? Y'all ready to have some fun? Y'all want to experience some spell breaks? Okay. Those of you who want a spell break, pause. Okay, that was my bad. I asked the question. Before I get 1,000 yeses, here's what I would like for you to do. If you would like to have a spell break, take a second, and I want you to write, yes, I want a spell break, whatever, or yes, because we know what we're talking about right now. Yes, I want a spell break. This is what I'm dealing with. Okay? And tell me what you're dealing with in the simplest terms. And while you guys are writing that in, I'm going to look at these last couple things. What happens if I create an illness or disability, and I've been focusing on choosing to experience health and healing of the disability, but that is still the same? And this is a big important question. Everybody got that? What if I'm really wanting to heal this disability or illness that I have? What if I really want to heal that, but it stays the same? You ain't breathing enough. And or you have deep emotion tied to it that you haven't released, with breathing being one of the biggest parts. Now this is This is the meaty stuff. This is the stuff here, okay? You may have chosen as an infinite, unlimited being to die in this life of that illness. You may have chosen that. I believe completely that you can still change that. It's just that what if, first of all, you made absolute, utter, total, and complete peace with the illness and disability, and you didn't label it an illness or a disability anymore. You didn't call it what the doctors call it based on the list of symptoms. You just, there's that. Now, what would I prefer to experience? And you focus on health, health, health. You focus on health, 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 health. You focus on what? Somebody help me out here. You focus on health. You're focused on health. Man, you love health, and you love breathing, and breathing is a critical core element of health. And you're drinking plenty of clean water, and you're loving yourself, and you're hugging yourself, and you're putting your hands on your heart saying, I love you so much. And you're breathing so deep. You do that consistently, and the insights are going to come to you to either transform that condition to disappear and dissolve, or to come to absolute, utter, and total peace with it. But if you're not breathing enough, to bring your body into presence and handle and release the intense emotions that are frozen in your body, then talking about the illness or the diagnosis only makes it more real and keeps it in place. That's what you know. I know my disease and my condition and my disability. You don't know that shit. Focus on your health and breathe and keep it going. And what if every moment was just a stepping stone to what I want to experience? What if I quit knowing? We talked about that a few minutes ago. Okay, so here we go. I'm looking at these. I want to spell right. Everybody breathing? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's okay, Lorna, just breathe. Okay. All right. All right. You know what? I'm going to go with Jill first. So Jill kind of got into the session at the last minute too, didn't you? All right. So I'm promoting you to a panelist. Wow, that works fast. Hey, Jill. Let me unmute you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
So friggin' awesome. So, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got a couple questions for you. And the first one is, do I understand that you have felt stuck with whatever this is and you felt it long enough?
Yes.
Awesome. And is it also true, would you say, that you pretty much no matter what it takes, like you've already stepped up on video, so that's awesome. That says a lot. I encourage everybody else right now to feel gratitude to Jill for stepping up, because she's you and she's me and she's doing this for you as much as for herself, because you're herself. We're just all one here, okay? Is it true that you're willing to address this and go through it pretty much no matter what?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay, so let's talk about it. What exactly is the issue that you would really like to shift?
So up until now, I have been struggling with earning more money. For the last 10 years, I've probably only earned between $0 and $20,000 in a year. Okay. And that's not sustainable.
Okay. All right. How do you feel about that?
Horrible.
Okay. I can feel that sadness. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So go ahead and feel the sadness. Everybody breathe. Jill, breathe.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that's really important that you feel that. Super important that you feel that. That's actually the key. Would you say that it's true that to some extent you've been avoiding that feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do, right? That's what we do. We avoid that feeling because that feeling sucks. I don't like that. I don't want that feeling. And avoiding that feeling is one of the things that keeps the feeling here forever. So, on one level, that feeling is the frozen little Jill that got traumatized and learned that she wasn't okay. It wasn't safe to be Jill. She wasn't okay the way she was. And she froze. And she's been frozen for a really long time. And the sadness that you feel right now is actually hers. Just so you know, don't take my word for anything, by the way. Whatever you do, don't take my word for anything. Thank you so much for crying. Let those tears just fucking go. Let them go. You're crying for everybody. I might cry with you. I don't mind at all, okay? Now, so on one level, that frozen, that sadness is her sadness. It's a little girl inside of you who is terrified in the dark, and she's been stuck there, completely frozen and stuck for a very long time. Okay? You haven't felt resourceful in the present moment often, right? Yeah. Well, how do you know that shit, Brian? Because that little girl is holding your resources. Some of your knowledge, information, and wisdom is actually tied up in her. She's holding it and you cannot access it as long as she's frozen separate from you. Now, on another level of consciousness, equally true, meanwhile, it's actually frozen energy that froze inside of your body in the moment of trauma.
Okay.
Okay? So it could have been that you were yelled at. As a child, you could have been spanked. You could have been told, you selfish little bitch, who do you even think you are wanting that when we don't even have, right? Okay? So that happened in the same moment. She went, oh shit, I'm not safe. I'm stopping right fucking here and I'm not moving. And she's been stuck there ever since. You've been moving forward with all of that energy frozen in your body all this time. And sometimes you actually feel like in your stomach, like a kind of a hard or like a tightness or a tension. And you definitely have felt some not really always able to express yourself. Yeah. So breathe now. Everybody on this call, including me, I love you. And I'm really grateful that you're here. It's good to see you again.
You too.
Yeah. So keep breathing now. So think about not being able to generate enough money. Those ideas that you want to share. Those things you would like to do and how you really feel. Everybody, if you haven't already, stop everything else in the world right now. Stop thinking about your Spellbreak. Don't go to another page. Don't click on anything. Don't look at your phone. I'll wait till he gets to this is what you're waiting for. Breathe and be present. So Jill, think about it. How long has this been going on?
My entire adult life.
Yeah. And how many trips around the sun have you made so far?
33.
33 in this body. Okay. Wow. That's a long time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it sucked. It freaking sucked to feel like that. Ugh.
Yeah, I feel dependent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, when you feel dependent, what do you feel? No more comments. No more comments, everybody. If you're commenting, you're not present. When you feel dependent, what do you feel? Anger, sadness, or fear?
Sadness, I think.
Yeah. Well, let's don't think.
Okay.
Okay. So this is crucial. Keep breathing. and feel what you're feeling. And I'm sharing this with you, and that means only you, right? I'm only sharing this with you. When you say, I feel dependent, what you're doing is you're holding yourself away from your pain, out in your mental body, because dependence isn't a feeling, it's a thought. It's an assessment. It's a judgment. It's a label that blocks you from what is. You don't see what is because you're looking at this dependence. Dependence isn't a feeling. But if you let go of dependence and you say, what do I really, when I feel dependent, what do I really feel? Anger, sadness, or fear. Honey, you won't have to think because you'll feel it. It's been waiting for you to feel it for a long time. You feel that sadness?
I might feel all of them. Is that possible?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, yes. So when you feel all of it, feel all of it, notice in your body and see how you feel right now. How do you really feel in your body right now? Do you feel any tightness or any tension or any place like, wow, focus here. There's something really to notice here.
Yeah, I feel some tightness like in my chest.
Okay, so take 2 fingers. Your video froze. Don't worry about it. Just take 2 fingers and touch on your chest right where you feel it and let me know when you got it.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm going to stop your video and then I'm going to start your video and see if that unfreezes it. All right. It's telling me to ask you to start your video. So if you look, you're going to see your video camera has a red line through it.
Can you stay focused up here?
All right. All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Jill. This is important. I'm going to make you a viewer again. Your video it froze and then it went off. So I'm going to, all right, I just made you a viewer and now I'm going to bring you right back in. Just keep breathing. Okay. If you're able to turn your video and audio back on, please do. All right, your audio.
It says video.
What's it say?
It says stop video, so I'm assuming it thinks it's going.
It does. Okay, so you know what? This is not my preference, and it is what is. So I know what I want to experience. I'm going to keep on going, even though I'm not able to see you. Perhaps your video will come back. It's okay. So feel that feeling in your chest. We're not even going to be concerned about the tech stuff. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So just breathe and feel dependent. And
Okay.
I'm gonna say a few more words, and if any of them land, feel them. And if they don't land, just let them fall right off. Loser. Failure. Can't get it right. Never gonna get it right. Pretty much stuck with this. Dependent on others that I don't want to be dependent on. And if this shit doesn't change, and just as you feel that and you feel the emotions of that, is that clicking for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, just place your hands on the place in your body where you feel. Is it still your chest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So touch the place on your chest, and then you may notice, wow, when your fingers touch, it's almost like a lightning bolt. It's really sharp. If not, just move your fingers gently till you land on the place where it's the sharpest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got it. Now I want you to start to slowly breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. While you feel that sensation, completely feel that sensation. Literally go inside of the sensation until it's all you feel. Your intention here is to literally disappear. So it's in one way you go inside the sensation. Keep breathing. In another way, you go so far into the sensation that everything else disappears. There's only you and the sensation. And ultimately, you disappear in the sensation, and that's all there is that sensation. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so feel that physical sensation. Soften your voice. Relax your body. And feel that physical sensation with everything you got. Now it's going to do one of two things. It is either going to dissolve and diminish with your breath. Your breath waves are moving through and dissolving that frozen chunk of energy that's been stuck in your chest for about 31 years. 30 years. And there's others related to it too. Breathe. And while that's dissolving, the unconsciousness that was holding that little girl frozen in that trauma is dissolving, and she's breaking loose. You don't have to think about it or understand it. It doesn't even matter. You don't have to believe it. It doesn't matter. Just breathe while you're feeling that physical sensation. It's either going to diminish and dissolve and disappear, or it's going to move to another place in your body, and then it's going to diminish, dissolve, and disappear. So are you feeling it?
Yep.
Okay, soften that voice. You're doing great. Just soften that voice. What if it's okay to be Jill? Just stay with your physical sensation. Everything I say is just words like rain on the front porch. You're safe in the house, dry. You hear my words, but they don't do anything. You just hear my words. You stay with that physical sensation. And breathe. You stay in focus with it. You breathe in. I'm doing great. Okay. So if that physical sensation was at 100% intensity, no matter what that was 100% when it first came up. If it was at 100% intensity, where is it now?
Like a 3.
Okay, so become extra soft and feel that physical sensation. Go inside of it even more. You become so quiet with that soft, quiet sensation that's way down there now. You can literally feel when it lets go. And there will be no doubt, no question in your mind that it's gone. And breathe. And if that physical sensation was at 100 when it started, where is it now?
It's good. It's actually weird. It's like not only do it let go of my chest, but I feel like my back is less tense.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now I want you to just think for a minute about being dependent. Think about being dependent.
I don't feel dependent.
Isn't that weird? But just think about being dependent. Let's try to be miserable for a minute. And I want you to think about being dependent. Really dependent and think about it and see how you feel emotionally about it.
I don't know. I don't feel dependent.
I know. Who took your dependency away? That's
I
fucked
don't
up.
know.
Brian, give me my dependency back. So look at how quick. You're not supposed to be laughing. You're supposed to be miserable right now. Come on, we're early in the Spellbreak. You're supposed to still be miserable. Okay, so now, is there any doubt in your mind that something just changed?
No doubt. No doubt.
Because you know it just changed. Now, does that mean that everything just changed? Absolutely no chance that everything just changed. I guarantee you're not 3 inches taller than you were 20 minutes ago.
My back is looser.
Okay, that's why I didn't say you're not taller, because you are. You're about a ½ inch taller than you were, because when your back loosened up, your spine loosened up, and some of your energy got freed up. Now I want you to feel, when you think about sharing your ideas, see what kind of a sense of possibilities you feel.
I feel a lot of possibilities.
Okay, now breathe. Now what do you feel, what do you perceive is different? I know it's a big open question. I want it to be. What do you feel?
I feel lighter. I don't know if that answers your question.
It's beautiful. You feel lighter. Okay. So, do you see how this one thing just changed things? Do you notice you feel more resourceful? This is really crucial. You feel more resourceful. Like if you started thinking about sharing your ideas, there's actually more of you there to do it. Do you sense that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that little girl that's been frozen for about 30 years inside of you
Mm-hmm.
has come back to you. She has expanded out of the trauma all the way back into the present with you. And she's like, oh, let's rock. What do you want to do? Now I'm back. Okay? So you can give her literally a big, juicy hug and say, I love you so much, sweetheart. You were safe the whole time. It's okay to be Jill. It's okay to be me. It's okay to be here now. It's okay to be what I am. It's okay to be what I was born to be, and I'm just letting it be okay. Next time you go to do something and any feeling that's anything like what you felt and your mind says, see, it's back. I don't fucking know and neither do you. So what you say is, wow, what am I feeling now? And what would I like to experience now? And if when you say, what would I like to experience now? If you feel inspiration and insight and massive movement, fucking go for it. If you feel anger or sadness or fear, ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? Even if you call it betrayal and dependence or anything, what am I really feeling? And feel the anger, sadness, or fear. And the minute you let it in and you feel that sadness or whatever it is, right then you say, wow, and where am I feeling this mostly in my body? Go in and feel it and stay with it till it's gone, and you'll dissolve that one and the next one and the next one and the next one, and your life is going to freaking rock. I love you, girl.
I love you too.
Namaste, and thanks for showing up.
Namaste.
All right. Let me know how you guys are doing. I'd like to hear a quick little feedback of what was your experience with that and how are you feeling. And if you had a gain or a breakthrough or some aha or some movement from going through that with Jill, type it in right now. Crying and laughing. Thanks, Jill. Awesome. A great gift. Enlightening. Definitely some movement. And some of this is coming from people that were stuck for a long time. That was powerful. Also crying. I feel so much lighter. Shoulder tension is gone. Had an intense headache. That's lessened. Great reminder. Maurice, helped a lot. Felt something different. I was following the spell because my experience is very similar to Jill's. That's why we're doing this. Brought up some emotions inside me too. Wow. Yvonne, who said that it helped, said, oh, I was beyond stuck. This gave me a different perspective on what I've been feeling the last few days. Thank you, Jill. We are one. I felt it. Felt some frozen energy lift. Awesome. Okay, who feels right now that you're probably the next Spellbreak? No bullshit. Yvonne, what are you dealing with? Stuck with what? You gotta give me something here. What are you dealing with that you want to shift? All right, now, Yvonne, for some reason, right when you showed up, I felt you might be the next one. This is crucial, though. Wanting to start a business is not stuck. I want to know what you're dealing with. All right, you know what? I'm still with you, Yvonne. I'm going to watch the chat, and I want you to ding me a couple times in a minute. I'm going to bring Jack on. You ready, Jack? All right. Jack says yes. And let's everybody send Zoom meeting good love where this video issue stays with us. Hey, aloha, Jack. Go ahead and unmute yourself, please. You know what?
Yes.
All right, there we go. All right. Your audio's working and your video's working. Where are you coming to us from, Jack?
I'm calling from France.
From France. Wow, aloha across the pond, man.
Yes.
All right. So, from helplessness.
Yeah.
Wanting to address helplessness. Everybody stop all commenting. Thank you. Breathe. Breathe. Now, Jack, I'm gonna focus with you in a moment. I want to encourage you to go ahead and start your breathing. Now, don't you dare have a spell break without me. I'm gonna work with you in just a minute. Everybody, I want you guys all to hear something that somebody just typed in. I was totally with Jill all the way. Total release of dependency. Thank you, Jill and Brian. Wow. Okay, everybody breathe. Jack, breathe. Everybody hear this. And everybody, please stop typing in comments. If you're typing, if you're thinking about what you're typing, you're not being present. Be totally present to Jack right now. Be totally present to what I'm saying and to what this person just typed in. Total release of dependency. This is crucial. This is critical. This is mega, mega, mega important for everybody. A lot of people just released some dependency. Guess what? We were all fucking totally dependent as babies. Some of us to fucking assholes who treated us like shit. Now, of course, we requested it. We're no victims. Still, that shit sucked. When we were little and we forgot, we're like, I don't like this. That daddy, that mommy who is the provider of what I need, my source of safety and encouragement and titty milk and money and whatever I need, just smacked me and told me to shut the fuck up. How am I going to be safe in this crazy world? So not only dependency, but dependency to shit we can't trust is terrifying. Now, there's a lot of people in this world who feel dependent. A lot of women who don't work and their partner works, whether that's a man or not. I respect everybody's inclinations and whatever leanings anybody has. For a long time, there's been this kind of like accepted thing of a man working and a woman staying at home, whatever. Some people still like that. Some people don't. But no matter what, if you are getting student loans through the government, or if you're a stay-at-home mom and your money comes through your husband or your partner, whatever. If you are an employee and your money comes from your job, from your work, it don't fucking matter. That ain't where your money comes from. If you could peel back all the layers and you could look with total presence, you'd see that the money comes from you. Infinite, unlimited, eternal being, projecting out of eternity into time and space to have experience. Projects first as this body, and then it projects out as the entire universe. And if you just let in that all the money in the universe, including the whole universe, is actually inside of you, you wouldn't feel dependent on shit. So, honey, your money don't come from him. It might look like it's coming through him, but that's just a perception. You let money in, he'll start making more money. You think your money comes through your job? Bullshit. No, it doesn't. Well, Brian, no, look, if I don't go to work, they don't pay me. Then go somewhere else. You'll see real quick, the money comes through you and what you choose. Y'all got that? All right. How you doing, Jack?
Hold on.
All right, you ready to party?
Yeah.
All right. So, do I understand that there's some kind of an issue that has something to do with feelings of helplessness, and it's been there long enough? Is that true?
Yes.
And do I also understand that it's been there so long and you're so done with it that you're pretty much ready not only to step up on video, you're willing to be in the conscious creation program, you're willing to jump on video with me, and you're willing to have a crazy conversation with me, no telling where it'll go, even if it gets intense, you're ready no matter what?
Yes.
Ooh, well, let's do it then. How about? All right. So tell me about this helplessness. How long has that been going on?
I feel that it was going since ages, and more and more in my life when it started when I was born.
Okay.
I can feel that
Yeah.
because when I was born, my mom passed away right away.
Okay.
I was being left because they were trying to save her.
Yeah.
She was bleeding, bleeding, and bleeding.
Yeah.
And I was crying, and nobody was looking at me.
Yeah.
And I was crying for hours, you know.
Yeah.
And my mom left me, you know.
Yeah. Hmm.
And my dad was so angry at me.
Okay, let me interrupt for the first time right there, okay?
Yeah.
You rock, man. You fucking rock. You're a lunatic like me. You're willing to go for crazy ass existence. You projected out of time and space. You projected out of eternity into time and space, and you didn't fuck around. You didn't say, "Ooh, give me the easy ride." You were like, "Ooh, it hit me hard from the start." Okay? So I admire and respect you as an infinite, unlimited being. I respect and admire the choice you made. You rock, man. And nobody ever left you. It was something you chose. Are you willing to accept the possibility that you chose it?
Yes.
Okay, so right there, the minute that you're willing to accept the possibility, infinite possibilities rush back in. Oh, well, let's find out, because now we don't fucking know. Okay, so your dad was mad at you because your mom left, or your dad was mad at you. Okay, is it possible that your dad wasn't actually mad at you?
Why not?
It's possible, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's maybe he was just mad.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't want to know. I don't know and you don't know. And the minute we let in that we don't know, we can start to feel the beginnings of something that could even possibly go towards relief. Who knows? It could go to joy. I don't know and you don't know. Okay, so Dad was mad. We don't know if he was mad at me or not, so I'm going to let that shit go. First of all, actually, I don't even know that he was mad. Maybe he just felt anger and expressed it. I don't know that he was mad. Maybe he just felt anger and expressed it. Hell, I don't even know that. Maybe he was actually sad. Maybe he just felt sadness. And maybe in his feeling sadness, he didn't feel resourceful. And as a result, he reacted out of that sadness more than being present and loving with me the way I would have preferred.
Yes.
So when you let in the idea that maybe, just maybe, he wasn't mad at me ever, how do you feel, man?
Relief.
Breathe. Let that relief go to your fucking toenails, man, to your fingernails. Now I'm going to make a wild guess. That feeling of helplessness has probably hindered you financially as well as in other ways.
Yes.
I'm going to make a wild guess that you don't have the most incredible, intimate relationship that you desire at the level of intimacy that you desire. I'm going to make a wild guess about that too. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to make another wild guess that you probably would like to. Okay, so the way this system works, when you speak, it switches to your video. So I'm going to ask you, if you don't mind, instead of nodding, just it's okay. Just instead of nodding, please speak. So that way it'll switch to your video and people know what you're saying. Okay, so just breathe, and notice that you're already feeling a little bit better. Already feeling some relief. Already feeling like, well, damn. Well, that would change everything. If he wasn't mad at me, that would change everything right there. And then all those conclusions I made about myself being not enough and not good enough, and I can't do anything right, and I can't trust men, and men are scary, mean, nasty assholes that just treat you like, if none of that's true, if I don't know any of that's true, then what else might happen? What else might be available to me? What kind of possibilities might show up?
A lot.
Oh, a lot, man. A lot. Oh my God. Okay. And what if, I don't know, but what if right before I popped into time and space, what if, like, here I was in eternity, and I looked down at time and space. Now I want you to keep breathing, Jack. You know who I'm working with.
Yes.
Infinite, unlimited being. Can't be harmed, can't be touched. Can't even have an experience. You can't have an arm chopped off because you ain't got no body. You can't be killed or damaged or hurt or nothing. Here you are. At the eternal level, I want to go into time and space and have an experience. I'm here in eternal bliss forever, which is awesome, but it's fucking boring. I'm going to project into time and space to have an experience because I want to have an experience. Now let me look down at door number 1. Door number 1. If I open door number 1, I get born in this country at this time. Let's say it's going to be India. I'll be born in India, in a remote country province where there's beautiful rivers and, let's see. Let's say 1300 BC. Awesome. And I'm going to be a king. Oh, fuck, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to be a king, and I'm going to have a harem of 47 gorgeous women who bring me grapes and, like, take care of me and bathe me and shit. And let's see, I'm going to have 42 children, and they're all going to be healthy, and I'm going to live to be 127. I'm going to have an average of 2 orgasms every day. I'm going to be in pinnacle health. I'm going to eat the best foods. It's going to be like, oh my God, it's an experience. I'm going to get out of this eternity for a little while and go have that experience. Oh my God. But then you notice, wait, what's that? Door number 2. Door number 2. I get to be born in 2007 in a desert part of Africa where a disease just wiped out the whole village. I get to be born to a mom with AIDS. My dad's already dead. Almost all the hospital staff is dead. I'm going to be born to a mom who's going to die 3 minutes after I'm born. I'm going to have AIDS, and I'm going to live for a total of 7 hours before I starve to death in the heat with no... Oh my God, experience. That's going to be fucking awesome. I'm going to get out of eternity into time and space and have experience. Oh my God. And then you notice door number 3. Shit. All these options, man. Let me see. What's up, door number 3? I get to be Jack, born in France. I get to have... My mom's going to leave right after... My dad's going to... Oh, wow. Fuck, that's... Man, can you imagine the intense emotions I'm going to get to feel? Can you imagine the experiences I'm going to have? I'll get to feel like this, and I'll get to feel like here in eternal bliss. It's just love, 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 bliss, peace, joy, love. Fucking boring, man. I want to go, experience. Fuck it, I'm going for door number 3, man. Rah! And you dove in. And you've done awesome. Now, I don't know that that's true, but do you know that it's not?
No.
Me neither. Is it possible? Is it possible, yes or no?
Yes.
It is possible.
It is.
And how do you feel when you consider that that's possible?
A big sense of freedom.
Freedom! Give me some of that. Ooh, freedom. I'll take more of that. Why do I feel so free? Why do I feel the most free I've ever felt? And why is freedom okay? And why am I finally letting freedom be okay? And why, after, who knows, all these years, I don't know, I might live longer than I've lived. What if I had found this out on the last day before I die? Would I have loved it any less? Why is it okay for me to realize this now, and I'm letting it in now? And why am I willing to let it in now? And why does this change not only my entire day, why does it not only change the entire rest of my life, why does this actually change my entire history? Why can I feel the cells in my body right now releasing and letting go and shifting and turning? My whole body is turning from helplessness into this magnet of awesomeness. I feel power rushing in. Why do I feel so much power? Why do I feel so many possibilities? Why do I feel so fucking amazing? Why do I now see all of my relationships in my life in a totally different light? And why do I see the relationships around me now? They're literally changing right now. My relationship with my mom is changing right now because nobody dies and nobody's born. We're all here now. Why is that changing right now? And why can I forgive her? And why can I thank her? And why can I say, wow, high five, Mom. Thank you for this party. Wow, I really appreciate that you were willing to do that for me. Thank you, hospital staff, for perfectly obeying my desire to have a totally helpless experience. I'm fucking infinite, unlimited, eternal being. All the time, I wanted to experience this. Thank you for facilitating that so well. Thank you for ignoring me as I laid there crying. You motherfuckers. I can't believe you did that shit. I'm so pissed. But I'm also grateful. Thank you for the fun, wow, this has been a blast. And who knows what I can do now? What infinite possibilities are staring in my face for me in this new awareness. And why am I willing to actually consider this and reconsider this every day, every morning? Why did I make the commitment right here and now that I was going to write myself a little short paragraph, that I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to breathe so deep and I'm going to pick up that thing and I'm going to say, thank you, Mom, for the gift you gave me. Thank you, Dad, for the beautiful gift you gave me. Thank you for showing me this incredible illusion of hell on earth so that I could experience even more joy as I step into more of this heaven on earth every minute by breathing and loving like never before. Oof! Man! Thank you for experience. Thank you that I chose door number 3. I could have had that boring life as a king in India. I'm so glad I did this. Oh, that's so awesome. You rock, man. I'm telling you, you picked a good one, dude. That's like, wow. Most people wouldn't do that shit. Okay, I'm going to drink my water, man. Dude, how you feeling?
Numbness in my chest, and I don't know, I'm relieved of something. I cannot tell what.
Fuck what? Fuck what? We don't need a what. Would you be willing right here and right now? Would you be willing? You don't have to. Would you be willing to thank your mother right now?
Yes.
All right, so do it.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you for leaving me alone and make me feel all those things, that I can not be bored. I can experience so many things to shift and evolve and be so loving for every single being who suffer on this earth, and spread the love for everybody on this planet because of this experience.
And because of your choice, bro, because of your choice, because of your beautiful choice. Don't let me stop you. Keep going.
Yes, and thank you, Dad, for bullying me and he's so mean and make me feel guilty all the time because this is all illusion. This is just fucking illusion.
And I went, now feel, what would I feel if I could actually feel what my mom is feeling right now? What would I feel if I could feel what she's feeling hearing me say this? What would I feel if I could feel my dad feeling me say this right now? What would I feel? Thank you, sweetheart. What would I feel? What would I feel? Why is it available for me here now to actually feel them feeling this? Because I am them and they are me, and we're actually one. We all chose this. No victims in this game. Nobody's harmed in the making of Motion Picture Earth. We're infinite, unlimited beings in eternity, can't be touched, can't be harmed, can't get our asses kicked, nobody dies, nobody gets sick. Eternal boredom is awesome. It's just boring. So we're projecting over here to have some fucking fun, like, you know, getting eaten by sharks and run over by school buses and having our moms die, like, right, oh my God, and then they all leave us, and then, wow. Oh, so fun, so exciting. Experience! I'm here for experience. You think life's going to be different, man?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too,
Yeah.
man. Me too, bro. Me too.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to step away with that, my brother. I love you. Thank you, Jack. Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Thank
You're
you.
so welcome. I want to hear exactly what's happening for you over the next few days in the community, okay?
Yes, promise.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Wow. 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 Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm going to do it again. It's already started. Everybody type in what that was for you. What did you experience? How are you feeling? First comment. Woohoo! Experience. Thanks, Jack. Lovely to see. Lovely to see. Wow. The expansion in your body energy-wise. Wow, beyond wow. Relieved after feeling tremendous fear to live and not know how to be. Thank you. I feel amazing. Jack, you're awesome. That was so liberating. Beauty. Man. You just never know. You just never know what's going to happen on a Spellbreak webinar. Man, damn. Thank you, Jack. Jack, I want you to take a couple deep, deep breaths right now, Jack, and I want you to actually breathe in the gratitude river that is flowing to you right now. Okay? Everybody, I want you to feel. Now, while you guys are typing this in, Carl says, thank you, Jack. That was a release. Thank you, Jack. Inspiring. As you're feeling that, everybody understand Jack just modeled something for us. Balls of steel. He fucking stepped up and expressed that courageously. And he took on something that I'll make you a promise. And if you, when I say this, if it's true for you, I want you to comment now. Let's all be transparent here. More than one person, when you started saying, Jack, my mom left, and a couple of you were like, oh, fuck, what's Brian going to do with that? Oh, shit. Oh, whoa, boy, this one's hard. This one's bad. Those other things, they're all okay. But that one was bad. Oh, Brian, what are you going to do? There ain't nothing bad. Oh, we got some other people here that are thanking Jack because they're thanking their own dads right now. Guys, is your life going to be different because of what Jack just did? Or as a result, or as a frequency movement? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 absolutely. Okay, guess what? The vast majority of people, if Jack said that to them, what would they have said? Oh, Jack, I'm so sorry. Oh, well, let's just throw another fucking layer of, oh, you poor thing on top. Oh, Jack, I'm so sorry that happened to you. What a bad, oh. And then Jack's like, well, fuck, I guess it is bad. Everybody agrees. Every time I tell anybody, they're like, oh, you poor thing. That was a money spell break, if there ever was one. Had nothing to do with money, but I tell you what, that dude's life is never going to be the same. His business, anything he touches is not going to be the same. All right. Who believes that they're next? All right. Now, Yvonne, you did not dazzle me with your pain a few minutes ago. What do you want to shift? Starting a business is not a pain that you want to shift. What's going on here? What you dealing with? Better dazzle me quick. I got a bunch of people wanting to dazzle me. All right. Thelma won. You ready, Thelma? Thelma's like, oh shit, I knew I was getting in there. All right, Thelma, you got the link. There you be. All right. We're going to have to get video and audio working, though. I don't want to do... Oh, there we go. All right, now we got video. Now let's get the audios working. All right. Say something, girl.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. Where you chiming in from, Thelma?
I'm in Florida.
Hello.
And my son's here with me.
Hey, son. Hey, buddy.
Thank-
All right. From Florida, you said.
Yes.
Awesome. Other side of the world for me. Okay, perfect. So, now I've heard a little bit. Bear with me for 1 minute. I want to make a quick. I want to make a couple quick comments like I did last time. A couple comments just came through. So right now, everybody, it's time for comments to stop. Time to become present to Thelma. Most important person in the universe right now, right in front of you. Why? Because she's the one that showed up. All right, so two last couple comments here. Rosemary said, watching you interact with Jack helped me realize to stay conscious about our choices to have the experience we've had so far. Amen. Amen. And what I want to encourage everybody is watching me interact with Jack. Did I poor baby him? Did I coddle? You no, not for a second. He's an infinite, fucking unlimited being projecting out of eternity time. He don't need that. He never did. And I guarantee you, I got one more question here, and then I'm going to respond to Yvonne, and then I'm going to totally focus with Thelma here. So check this out. How many, be completely radically honest, did you feel at the very beginning in any trace way whatsoever that maybe I was not sensitive enough with Jack, or that I was like, not sensitive, like I was insensitive or not sensitive? If anybody felt in any way that I was not sensitive enough, I want to see a quick yes. Why? Just be honest. Don't give me no no's. I just want to know yeses. 1, 2. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. 2's enough. So I know. See, we all know now that voice is inside of all of us. If one person said it, many thought it. Ooh, how's he gonna? Oh shit, Brian. Like I said, it's like this. Oh shit, his mom died. Oh, that's too much. We can't Spellbreak on that. What a relief. What a fucking relief. I don't care what you bring to me. I ain't sorry for you. I ain't sorry for me. That fucks everything up. Ain't no poor baby. You wanna guarantee fuck your child up for the rest of their life until they join Conscious Creators 42. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Anytime they ever skin their knee, get bullied, get hurt, anything, just look at them and go, oh, poor thing. Need I say more? I think not. Okay. And the last thing was, I have your program. I've only made it through one video. I have a solution for you, Yvonne. Go watch the rest. And maybe we'll do more. Okay, so Thelma, what you dealing with?
So I was in a motorcycle accident, and this is the story. I don't know how to say it without saying the story.
It's okay.
I was in a motorcycle accident, and in that accident, my boyfriend passed away, and I paralyzed my right arm. From that motorcycle accident, I've also received the biggest blessings. Like I received a lawsuit that I was able to invest, that I live off of, and that's like my financial freedom. I've been working at this like healing thing for like 10 years now.
Tell me, what's a healing thing?
Well, I've done like.
Oh, you mean you've been working on healing yourself now? But Thelma, when you said the wreck happened years ago, it broke up. So I didn't see how many years ago was that?
Okay. The wreck was 15 years ago.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And well, it'll be 15 years this July. And my healing journey, because initially I didn't care. I was so much in grief about my boyfriend
Yeah.
that I didn't focus on my arm. Like it kind of, and then I had all these like beliefs that like they were tied into each other. Like he was my right hand man, and I lost my right hand.
Yep.
And he used to always tell me, "We're gonna get you a lawsuit, baby. We're gonna set you up for life. Don't worry." And that's pretty much what happened.
Yep.
So like I had not really cared about the arm until like 5 years after the accident. And I was like, well, let me start this healing thing and see what I could get going with this. And I've tried everything like under the sun, and it's not, I can't heal it. I don't know.
Well, the outcome, let's stop right there. So the outcome you want then would be like for your arm to be...
I'm a functional use of my right arm.
Okay.
Like I've mastered this one arm thing. I could do everything pretty much.
All right.
You know, besides like put my hair in a ponytail. I haven't figured that out.
Me, I can't either, but...
So like there. And I was cool with everything. Like I had spent 5 years trying all sorts of healing therapies and all sorts of meditation and prayer.
All right, so forgive me, and let's stop right there. So I got way more than enough. Okay, so the first thing is you blended all those things together, that he was your right hand, and you were absolutely right. Those are exactly true, and they're totally blended together. And anybody that's watched The Secret 4 times or read 2/3 of one of Louise Hay's books could diagnose that for you and give you all the spiritual meanings, and fuck all of that. I love Louise Hay, no offense. I love her work, and it's fascinating, and it's true. It's just so I'm totally clear, nobody misquotes me. It's totally true. And all that bullshit from The Secret, that's kind of true too. Okay? The only thing is that it's also absolutely bullshit because there's no physical universe here. So while it's true, you and he talked about the lawsuit. Well, that's true, and it did happen, and they're obviously connected. And he was your right hand man. You did see him that way, and so you of course would feel guilt. And of course you would harm yourself, and like all of that's true, and it's also a worthless, needless distraction. I get the vibe from you. You kind of have been moving out of that and out of that too, right? So let's just move all the way out of it, where it's fascinating, it's wonderful, it's amazing. Let's write a book about it, and then let's fucking forget about it, right? Here we are now, and you'd like to have your arm work and kind of end the story. Okay?
Well, so like it translates now, right? Because like I'm kind of in a place where it's like I don't really need a right arm to be well in life.
Nope.
Like it's cool if I can like jump timelines and quantum heal it with, like awesome. Wow, the next book, right? The sequel to the first one would be amazing. But for me, what I find is that it's like leaked into every other aspect of my life.
Well, stop right there. Stop. That's what's got to go. That's what's got to go. Forget all that shit. Quit thinking about it. Don't think. That's what you know. You're sticking to what you know, and what you know is holding you stuck with what you have. Let it go. Don't think about it. Don't speak about it. When you think about it, start breathing. Now, I'm not kidding with you. Listen. I don't care whether your right arm ever works again. I don't care if my right arm ever works again or not. That's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on the spells and the associations that you have. And until you deal with those, it won't matter if your arm works or not. Literally, your arm function could totally return today. And those spells will cause the next accident or whatever next manifestation, expression of those spells comes up. So what I want to encourage you to do now is breathe. What I'm going to do with you is totally different. I don't know, you probably noticed that what I did with Jack was totally different than what I did in the previous Spellbreak. I mean, there was no similarity hardly, except for the fact that I mirrored that he was an infinite, unlimited being, projecting avatar. That's what I'm doing with you, okay? There is a universe, or an infinite number of universes right now where your arm works perfectly. That ain't even the issue. Do you feel any sadness about your boyfriend remaining?
Yeah.
Okay. That was not very convincing.
Well, because I don't even know how to get there.
That's the issue.
Like it's been.
Nope. Stop. Don't tell me or yourself why. You don't want to know why. That's what you know that's fucking you up. You don't know that. You know I'm with you, right?
Yep.
Okay. So breathe. Feel him with you right now. Feel him right there with you, and feel literally him with you. Don't imagine it with you. Feel him with you right now. And what do you feel when you feel that?
I feel way too sad.
That's beautiful. Feel that sadness. What is way too sad? What the fuck is that? Well, do you have is there like a limit on the scale? Oh, that right there. No more sadness can go. You feel sad?
I feel sad.
Then fuck that way too. There's no such thing as a way to. I looked on Amazon. I tried to find one. There's no way tos. Feel sad. So feel him right there with you and feel sad. And just feel sad. All the experts tell you don't feel sad. Feel the sad. Feel the sad. Close your eyes and feel sad. Feel all that sad. Let yourself feel that sad. What if it's okay to feel sad? What if it is totally okay to feel sad? And you feel that sad. Now, when you feel that sadness, and you just be present and feel the sadness, eyes closed, breathing and feeling the sadness, scan your body and just feel, is there any place that I feel a strong sensation or a stronger sensation anywhere in my body? A tightness, a constriction.
Where it's all paralyzed, like here, it feels tight.
Okay, close your eyes, honey. Close your eyes. You just jumped out of your body, back into your mind again. I'm not interested in that. So breathe and feel him right there beside you. Feel him right there with you right now. And feel how much you miss him. And just be honest with yourself about how you feel and how much you miss him. And feel that sadness. You feel it? Now feel the physical sensation in your body. Feel that physical sensation with everything you got. Actually go inside of it and take all of your presence inside of the physical sensation and feel that. All of your awareness. Go in it and feel it so completely that that's all there is. You don't even feel anything, just that physical sensation. And then just disappear in it. You feeling it? Feel it completely. Feel it. Let yourself feel it like you never felt it before. Welcome that feeling as if it was the best friend that you haven't seen for the longest time. Just feel that physical sensation completely with all your presence and breathe now. And breathe. And feel that physical sensation. And feel that physical sensation. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. And feel that physical sensation. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Give that physical sensation your entire awareness. This can all be completely done in the next 3 minutes, and it can all be done in the next week, and it can all be done in the next month, and it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you stop with the story, you stop knowing, and you commit to being present to what you feel. That's what's here for you to experience right now. Now I want you to stay in the physical sensation. I have a question. Do not rise up into your head to answer it. Just feel the physical sensation now. When I asked you to feel him with you and you started to feel the sadness, did that intensify the physical sensation, or was it already there exactly the same?
It intensified it.
Perfect. Thank you. That's exactly what I was expecting, and that's crucial. Don't think about what that means. Don't wonder what it means. Just understand, oh, that's there. When I let myself really feel the sadness that I said I couldn't feel, when I really let myself feel the sadness, I really felt that sensation. Now, instead of pushing the sensation away, instead of ignoring the sensation, instead of calling it too much or anything else, just feel it. Be totally present to it. And breathe right through it. So what we do, Thelma, until we don't, what we do is we push away the feelings that we think are bad, and we surround ourselves with people who will tell us, oh, don't feel those things. Don't do that. And it's been wisely said, if you can feel it, if you feel it, you heal it. If you don't feel it, you ain't healing it. Now, the fact is there's nothing to heal, so that's all spiritual bullshit too, but it kind of points to a cool place. If you're pushing it away, you sure as hell ain't loving it. If you're telling it it's too much blank, you sure as hell ain't loving it. And if you ain't loving it, it is going to kick your ass until you do. Is it possible that you could love and be grateful for the accident? Just, is it possible? That's all I'm asking. Is it possible that you could love and be grateful for the accident?
Yes.
Is it possible that you could love and be grateful to your boyfriend for the whole experience?
Yes.
Is it possible, breathe now, is it possible you could feel and be grateful to your arm?
Yes.
All right. Is it possible that if you feel and are grateful for the accident and your boyfriend and your arm, that infinite possibilities might rush in and make change possible where there's been stuckness for 15 years?
Yes.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
Feel good.
All right, feel him with you. Feel him with you and understand that there's nobody here and you're the only one here and everybody's here now and nobody ever leaves. What infinite possibilities exist, and why am I finally letting it in that I'm actually the only one here and that everyone that's ever shown up is actually showing up through me, in me? It's actually all me. Why am I finally letting that in, and why am I actually happy about it? Why is that actually not sad? Why can I choose to feel sadness, and why, if I've been pushing away sadness and I finally let the sadness in and I feel it, can it actually begin to shift and dissolve and become what it actually is, which is my infinite resources once again? Why am I finally letting that in? All good. All good. All good. Just breathe.
Hello.
Hello. I'm so glad you're on with us.
I just want to tell my mom something. If that's okay. Okay.
So open your eyes, Thelma. You got it?
Yeah.
You do got it. Is it too much sadness?
No.
No, it's not way too sad. It's as sad as it is, but actually it isn't sad because it doesn't exist. You do. There's no it to be sad. Just you. You feel sadness. And you're not even sad, right? You just feel sadness. You've been avoiding it. Say that again.
I said, yeah, I do feel sadness.
Yes, you do feel sadness. And what if that was perfect? What if that was actually flawlessly perfect for you to feel that sadness? And what if it wasn't wrong? And what if it wasn't bad? And what if all the people that want to comfort you are doing so for themselves and not you? And what if that actually doesn't serve you? I want you to feel as comfortable as you want to feel. And if you want to feel sad for the next 5 years about it, I say, Namaste, infinite being. This is your experience. You chose door number 4. And I honor that. What you going to do? Bliss around in eternity forever? Besides, you're me anyway. You're just me living in door number 4. Oh. And I'm you living in door number 7. It's we're all the same one. Ain't nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong. There was no accident. It was totally an orchestrated thing that you chose 100%. And so did he. The only thing is there's no you and he. It's just the one doing a dance. What you going to do? Bliss in eternity forever? It's boring. Now, as far as guilt, if you can twist that into something to be guilty about, more power to you. Woo, you are a lot smarter than me. The only thing is, it's just the bullshit you know that ain't true. Yeah, but Brian, you don't know I contributed to the accident. Well, so did he. If he hadn't chosen it, it couldn't happen. He's an infinite, unlimited being, projecting out of eternity, time, and space. No accidents. You willing to let that possibility in too?
Yeah.
So what if you never used the word accident in again? What if you never thought the word accident again?
I wouldn't have the language to explain.
Really?
Like when
There was an event. There was an event. I had an experience. My boyfriend and I had an experience. We were on a motorcycle. We hit this thing. That happened. He left his body. It was really a trip. My arm quit working. I don't really know anything else about it. But I don't know that it was an accident, and everybody telling me it's an accident is making you. We terrify ourselves. We fucking terrify ourselves. Now you're telling yourself, I wouldn't have language. I just gave you language. You already had it. Infinite, unlimited being projects out of eternity into time and space to have accidents. No, to have experience. To have experience. And along the way, well, it was a bizarre knitting accident that he died from. No fucking accident. If you didn't choose it, it can't happen in your life. If you didn't choose it, it can't happen. Brian, you're saying, but what about the children? Yeah, that's right. Infinite, unlimited beings projecting out of eternity to time and space to have experience. I'm them and they're me. Well, Brian, okay, that's fine. What if it was one of your kids? Infinite, unlimited beings projecting out of eternity into time and space to have experience. All good.
I meant I didn't have language to describe what's going on with my arm. Like
Really?
when they meet people and they're like, oh, what's wrong with your arm? Like my go-to is always like, oh, it's paralyzed. It doesn't work.
Oh,
And then-
Jesus Christ. Well, wow. Okay, watch this. You ready? You're literally digging your grave with that. So watch this.
I know. I don't know how to say that without saying the story. Because then that leads into, oh, how did it happen?
Right.
And then I go into the next thing, and it's like, I don't want to keep saying this over and over.
Yeah, then never do it again. So number one, you could say, you know what? I've made a decision not to talk about it. That's one thing it's freely available to you. Another one would be this. Now I don't want to just like give it to you. Just breathe, and this is already yours anyway. Okay, you ready? About 15 years ago, my boyfriend and I, just so you know, I live in my life. There's no accidents. Everything is happening exactly as I wanted it to be. Everything's perfect. My boyfriend at that time and I were on a motorcycle. We turned this way. We went that way. In the impact, he left his body. My arm quit working, and I've been like just having a blast ever since. And I'm fully believing the possibility my arm can begin to work at any moment. So that's where I choose to focus. Now that's the fucking truth. I didn't put any of that layers of shit on there about accidents and badness and oh, it's bad and it doesn't work and it's paralyzed. I don't know any of that shit, and neither do you.
All right. I like
that. All right, I love you, Thelma. Thank you for showing up.
I love you. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste, honey. All right, we had a few people leave, and we're coming up on 3 hours. Not 2, but 3 hours. So, the first thanks, Thelma, has come through. Let's get some more of those. And I want to hear about your feedback, your feelings, your thoughts, what all came through that for you guys. I woke up. There's comment number 1. Anybody, now as the comments are coming in, do you guys think and feel that perhaps watching this repeatedly will be beneficial for you? Big realization about family. So my own thoughts about enemies. Love, Thelma. Thanks, you guys. With Thelma and Jack, nothing came through. It was lovely to see that they got stuff out of that. It was lovely to be part of. Thank you, Thelma. Thanks, Thelma. That was awesome. I agree. That was freaking awesome. Hey, Clara. Good to see you on. Were you on the whole time, Clara? I didn't see you. I don't think I've seen you at the beginning, so you're going to want to make sure you go back. You were here from the beginning. Okay. You're going to definitely, you guys are all going to want to make sure and watch this again and again and again. Now, my recording is going to stop here in just a few minutes. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, you guys. Mr. Notoriously focused on over-delivering here. I'm going to end this in just a few minutes. Oh, I didn't get a spell break. Yes, you did. And you go watch this over and over. Andrea just said I had stuff come out of me with each person. I hope the bathroom was nearby, Andrea, and I celebrate that with you, sweetheart. Andrea and I are close, so I can say that. It doesn't bother her. Okay, so listen, guys. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another one of these. Just for you guys. Okay? I'm going to do another 2-hour spell break. Deal? Mm-hmm. Yep. I is. I'm going to do another one. Next week, I have a client coming to stay with me from Costa Rica. So I'm not going to do it next week. I am going to do it the following week. So here's my promise to you guys. I'm going to go ahead, as soon as I finish this, we are like almost an hour over and I had people waiting on me. So rather than let this slip through, I'm going to go straight into the webinar software. I'm going to create the next one right now. and I'm going to share it in the group and also forward the link over to Wayne so that he can send it out. Just this one webinar is well worth way more than what I paid for. See, that's what I want to hear. That's my favoriteest thing. Actually, Brian, I'd like to pay you 50 times more than I paid you. What's your wiring information? That's actually my favorite thing. But that is like literally one of my favorite things. So listen, you guys, I have a request. Okay? If you will, if you shall, if you would be willing to, I want to invite you to create a testimonial video for me. However, I have come up with the awesomest way ever. David, can you come here for a second? So check this out. I don't know if you guys have seen her. My lady, Davy. Say hey to everybody.
Aloha.
Hey, everybody. What she has been doing, I did this event in Scotland a couple weeks ago. And after the event, a lot of people are uncomfortable about testimonials. They don't know what to say, don't know how to say it, blah, 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 blah. And so they want to make a testimonial. They're like, oh my God, best experience of my life. They get on video and they go,
As soon as the camera's rolling.
As soon as the camera turns on, like, fuck. So what we started doing, she said, hey, David, you're so pretty. Ain't she pretty?
Thank you.
So what we started doing was Davey would contact them and do one of these video calls with them and just interview them. So they just answer 3 or 4 questions with her kind of coaching and guiding, not telling anybody what to say, just like, here's the questions and here's like, look here, turn the light on, a little bit of basic video coaching. It helps so much. So if you guys got what you seem to get out of this, I would like to invite you, especially, and I apologize, I actually saw who said it. Whoever that was a minute ago said, Darlene, I think it was, said she got more out of this than she paid for the program. Those are the testimonials that inspire other people to join the programs and step in and join us and go through the awesomeness. If any of you guys are willing, really, is it Darlene? Okay, for 2 or 3 years now, as long as you've been around, Darlene, I've been calling you Darlene. Sorry about that. Isn't that sweet, darling? But anyway, if any of you guys are willing to do a testimonial, please comment in the group and say that. Okay?
You can reply me or mention
That's
me.
That's right. Yeah, you can just tag her.
DEWI.
DEWI. Y'all got that?
I'll get the message.
Okay, and she'll jump on and help you. And sooner is better, especially for you guys that really like, wow, this thing was mind-blowing. Do that. I will. It's all good, Darlene. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up that next webinar right now. It'll be roughly 2 weeks away. Probably the same day of the week. We'll probably just go for Wednesday at the exact same time. We'll come in and do this again. It'll probably go 3 hours again too, knowing me. So you guys got it. I love you. It was awesome. We love you. You're beautiful.
Aloha.
And please do reach out in the community if you don't know, if you're not friends with Davey. I think just the fact that they're in the community and you're in the community.
They
just
can
tag, DEWI.
And we can become friends too.
Aww. All right, love you guys.
Aloha.
Thanks for being on. Aloha. Namaste, everybody. You're so awesome.